Good day, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to our podcast today. And it's your favorite host, Angel Sophia TV. And with me, I have my beautiful
Angel, baby.
You're welcome. And
I'm Ego.
You're welcome.
My name is Capital.
You're welcome, Capital. Welcome, guys. These are going to be our guests for today, and we have a very interesting topic to talk about. And still, we will not stop talking about men and women, because that is what this world is made up of. So today we are going to be talking about polygamy. You know, growing up, the white men. I was not born during the time polygamy was still in existence, because growing up, I found out that I was born in the church, and they told us that a man is supposed to be with one woman, right? Yeah. That's what religion taught us. But our tradition permits a man to marry more than one wife, as much or as many as he can afford to keep and take care of. So my question is this: during those days of polygamy, do you think it's better for us to go back to those days of polygamy, where a man is allowed to take as many wives as he can take care of? Because then I heard that as far as you can take care of those wives and children, you are free to marry as many as possible. Yeah. But today, if a man is seen with more than one woman, he's seen to be cheating according to English language. They will say you're cheating on your wife or you're cheating on your woman. But our tradition permits us to be with more than one woman. So do you think it's better for us to go back to those days when a man is permitted to be with as many wives as possible? Or we should stick to the white man's religion of one woman and one man?
This topic is very, very interesting. Honestly. If you ask me my opinion, I feel like that era where we practice polygamy is the best.
Alright.
So in my opinion, I think we should go back to that era. Because currently, now, you see a lot of things happening.
Okay.
A man can be married and he still has interest in other women.
Okay.
And when he goes out there to, meet with those women that he finds interesting, it becomes a sin to the wife and a sin to God, according to religious people, especially Christians. Because in the Muslim religion, it's not like that.
Yeah.
A man can marry more than one wife. And as it is, I feel like there's no much husband in the society anymore. Yes. And if you according to statistics, if you check, women are more than men in number.
I think you're right in that aspect.
And to circle it all, majority of men are in prison. Yes, now.
Are you trying to say that women don't also go to prison?
No,
Majority.
Majority.
Let's just say some men also.
A lot
are
of
in
men.
prison.
A
lot of them
yes,
actually.
because
are in
now,
prison.
if you check, okay, women are in prison, yeah, but they are not up to the number of men that are in prison.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're trying to say that we have
if
larger number of men
inside prison, yes,
and larger number of women outside.
yes,
Yes,
Okay.
and again, some of the men are priests that cannot get
and
married.
that cannot get married. So
And we have none as well that can't get married as well. We have sisters,
the
reverend sisters.
number
They
of
can't
the
get
number of
married.
reverend fathers we have in the society is more
Is
than the
more
number
than
of
the
nuns
number
that you
of-
have.
yes,
So now, if we go back to that polygamy era, we will have more, like there will be more husband for women. One man can marry like 5, 10.
Yes,
This is crazy.
should I say something?
All right.
I
I
actually.
have something to say about
Okay.
this. In my own opinion,
Okay.
I don't support that polygamy.
Why?
Why? Because those olden days, those our mothers then, they have this kind of understanding that they can accommodate
Unlike
their following,
Jay-Z.
unlike Jay-Z.
Why can't you have that understanding?
Because
we are not
religion have been
taught
washed,
that way.
especially Christianity, they've been washed us to the point where
Let me
we now believe that everything.
Okay, your point
our
exactly is that you're not in support of
Not in support of
polygamy.
polygamy.
You
Because-
support a man being
Yes,
with one
one
wife.
wife.
All right.
Okay,
So
ma.
I want to ask you a question. You know, Eagle said something, and he said something about like in the world today, having higher number of women than men in the world today. So what do you have to say in that aspect? Which okay, psychologically, if there are more women in society, that means a lot of women are going to be single without a husband. They are going to be left with no husband.
Definitely, yes.
Then the few men that we have will not end up with few women out of the large number of women we have. So what would you have to say?
The reason why I'm saying that is because, you know, we Jay-Z generation, we cannot accommodate her. We will still kill ourselves because one thing or other might come up. We cannot accommodate our fellow women. That is just the reason. So if you have luck, get married. If you don't have luck,
I have,
so
let
be
me,
it.
I have
That is
this
just it.
point to back up what I said.
Okay.
Look, the whole thing, the reason why we all center in one man for one woman is because of religion, like I said before.
Yeah.
They've made us believe that what our forefathers practiced were evil,
Yes.
but it was working for them.
Yes.
So how is it now evil? Now that one aside, talk about the medical aspect of it.
Okay.
I think it's more beneficiary to the woman
Then
for the husband, even now, for the husband to have more than one wife, because normally how a man is designed, a man is designed to be polygamous,
Okay.
because according to avoid prostate cancer, a man needs to have sex at least 21 or 22 times in a month.
Okay.
And the wife cannot always be that active.
Yes. I don't agree with you on that.
No, wait.
Wait. Can I say something, right?
you don't go that
You
side.
see, you see this thing you said. I'm going to disagree on that aspect because
Same here.
some women are fire.
Wait. I'm talking about 21 times per week, not in a month, 21 times in a week.
In a week?
Yes.
How about
Check it. Browse it. You see. 21 times in a week.
Even at that, do you know that there are
But there are
women who
people
are
where
sexually active?
Yes,
more
but
than men.
there are times when the woman will be in her period and the man is on heat.
You wait now.
You wait.
A man can.
The man cannot wait.
It's
The
like
man
it's
is not
very
the man.
hard.
Are you trying to tell me
Okay.
that our forefathers, they don't used to wait?
That's
No,
why
because that's why
why
they have multiple wives.
Okay, even at
So
that,
this one is on her period.
it's
The
not
other one
all
will not be
of
on her
them.
period.
It's not all of them that got married to more than one wife.
Yes.
Do you understand me?
Yes.
So are you trying to tell me that all those because then you might come in a community. It's only people who are seen to be wealthy
Yeah,
then
exactly.
that
That
get
one.
married to more
Forget
than
it,
one wife.
Forget
then.
it.
Yes.
Let me say
Do you
something.
understand?
Let me say something. My grandfather, that is my mother's father, married 3 wives, and he had nothing.
Okay.
Actually, like he had nothing.
Okay.
You understand? He can only boast of his yam and nothing more.
Farmlands.
That is farmland.
Has
That
enough
one
fun.
counts. Yes.
If you
No,
have
listen
enough
to
fun,
me. Listen to
and
me.
enough-
He was very poor to the point that people started treating them bad because of their poor state. You understand? Until his son started. His son went out, like traveled out, and started making something for the family. You get. This is when they started having something to boast of.
Okay.
But then he married 3 wives. Now I'm trying to say something, right? In the aspect of polygamy, men are polygamous in nature, 100%. Both even the Bible that they brought to us, that they used in erasing those things as Christianity.
Still registered so many men.
So many men that has
Use
multiple
King
wives.
Solomon as a case study.
Let's put King Solomon apart. Let's bring Abraham. Abraham had Sarah as the wife. Sarah gave Abraham her maid, Hagar, right? Or Hagar, whatever.
Hagar.
So now, you are trying to tell me that you, like Angel said, she said, girls of these days does not accommodate.
They don't have
It's
the
just
understanding.
understanding.
Mentality.
Why
yes.
can't you have that understanding?
Because we are not brought up that way.
Good. Now let me say something. Right? You are not brought up that way because Christianity came and is trying to shift things.
everything.
You understand? Somebody said something and I laughed about it. He said, if you want to have peace in your home, marry 2 wives.
Then if you want absolute tranquility, make it 3.
Now, the thing is, why you will have peace marrying 2 wives is the 2 of them will be like
They will be competing
they
to
will
please you.
Yes, they
Very
will
good.
competing
To please
to
you.
please you.
And then you have
And then
Peace.
logically it is right. You understand? But then this Gen Z whatever
You have problem as a man if you marry more than 1 wife.
I'm not going to have
this
issue.
present
You're not going to have
generation.
I'm not going
issue.
to have issue. Like I used to say, if by chance I'm going to take a second wife after my first wife, if I tell you as my first wife, you know they take her. You go to your father's house.
it's as simple as that.
You understand? And if I'm taking the second wife, I'm going to be discussing with you. I have a wife already.
And it will be in agreement.
If you are coming, I might take another wife. If you go where they take another wife, die. But you understand? Die for road. But like the point is, just have it in mind that if God permits, I'm going to take another wife. You
More
understand?
and more and more
More
wives.
and more. You get. So I'm not trying to say that it is a must that every man must marry 2 wives, but
That is if the man is
polygamy.
capable.
If you want.
But yes, if you want,
Some men can barely take care of
one
But-
wife.
but-
Stop
excuse
all
me,
of
they are
getting
getting
out.
no, listen
Some
to
men
me.
are not physically,
Okay.
mentally,
Mentally.
Host, let me ask you a question, please.
okay.
Is it better for you as a woman for your husband to be cheating on you outside rather than taking another wife?
And you know that this is the
Like-
person I'm
like
dealing with.
Do you know that in the
Even-
olden days, in the olden
Excuse
days,
me. Even if that your husband take another, he will still cheat. Men
He
can
will
never be
still cheat.
satisfied.
Do you know what I want? Do you know what I want to tell you?
Okay, tell me.
I want to tell you something based on experience. Do you understand? Because this polygamy of a thing, I think even as of today, I still have some of it existing in my side. Do you understand? Even in my own father's compound. Because my grandfather, he was also a titled man. He got married to 12 wives.
good. It's
But-
a very good
did he live?
a very good motivator.
Is he still
My-
alive?
That's my grandfather.
Is he alive?
He's not alive.
Ah, we forgot pay and homage.
He's not alive. But let me tell you something now. Out of those 12 wives, I think he ended up sending so many of them away as well. Remaining just 2 or
Because he
3.
needed peace.
Remaining just
Okay,
2 or 3.
Yes,
now.
he needed
And-
peace and he got married
And
to
he
12
was,
wives.
mind you,
Do you
he
know that?
was a titled man. One, he has a lot of assets. But do you know that some men today, they go about picking women when they can barely feed
them.
one. You can barely feed one woman, you're going for women. Secondly, do you know that polygamy comes with a lot of obstacles? Would I say disadvantages? There are disadvantages. Do you believe that there are disadvantages in polygamy?
There
Do
are
you
disadvantages
believe-
in
No,
marrying one
no,
wife.
no, it's a
too.
question.
No, in anything you are
Let me
doing.
tell you something.
Wait.
Let me tell you something.
No, just
the
answer me.
disadvantage. Wait,
Do you believe there is
the
disadvantage?
disadvantage only comes when. Wait, let me tell you. It comes from the women.
But
Because they are the
you-
one in competition.
Excuse me.
They're
But
not
do
in
you
competition.
believe-
Let me say something. though.
do you believe?
Marrying one wife as well has disadvantage.
Calm
Big
down.
one.
You understand? So
Calm down.
in everything you are doing, there is always
I am not in support.
advantage
I'm
and
not trying to
disadvantage.
side anything, but I'm just trying to point out some things.
Okay.
There are disadvantages in polygamy.
Okay.
When you're still alive as a man, things can be as smooth as. But you will still calculate. No, now you still ask yourself what will happen in my absence. Do you know that in some cases that very family might end up wiping each other away
Yeah, exactly.
in your absence?
Let me tell you.
Because listen to me, oh.
That only
Listen
happens.
to me.
That only comes in because the women are at war with each other.
With each
If
other.
the women are at peace. Now,
If
they will
there is
all.
no way they can be at peace.
Oh, yeah, okay.
There
Let me
is.
say something.
There is.
There is.
But
peace.
then-
Not in this
It's not
generation.
every-
I know what I'm
Fine.
saying.
She's talking from the Gen Z aspect.
As
We're not talking
it's
about
not
Gen Z. We're talking about the normal
Do you,
thing that is
okay, fine.
supposed to
Do
be.
you
in
know
society
that this
now.
Bible that also said one woman, one man, also said that there will be a time, numerous women, like 7 or 10 women,
You'll be begging
You'll be
one
begging
man.
one man.
Please, let's just take your
Let's just take
name.
your surname.
Let's just
Now,
take your name and
Guys,
you
guys,
mentioned. Wait, excuse me. please.
we are out of
Excuse
time. We
Eh?
are out of
Excuse
time.
me.
We'll
Let's
continue
see
this.
No,
that.
excuse me. I want
We
to say
are
something.
going to continue.
Let's see.
Let me
We are
just
going
just say
to
this
no,
thing.
no, no, no.
Let
We're
me
going to
just
continue
say-
next time. Thank you. See you guys next time. God bless you. I love you.